Okay there folks, how's it going? We're going to do a quick DIY fix here on this here King Canada sliding miter chop saw. King Crow of Kijiji, my brother-in-law, always picks these things up, brings them over here for me to fix. So this one was free. Didn't cost him anything. He just had to get there in time and pick it up. So we're gonna see what is wrong with it. Okay, so here's the chop saw again. So apparently when you plug it in, nothing happens. Now, what you often have to check off of Kijiji when a guy turns in a tool and he gives it away for free is to make sure that it's something that his wife didn't monkey with and try and kill him. She might have monkeyed with it, something like this perhaps, so that when he plugged it in, you know, it just killed him, right? Makes it look like an accident. So first possible cause right here, you know, pulling on the cord. Not supposed to pull on the cord, right? Grab it here, grab it good, give it a good old tug. Okay, so we've plugged it in here, risking life and limb. We'll try and give it a whirl. See if she makes a racket. Oh, no go juice. Sometimes these triggers are clicky, and this isn't a clicky trigger. This is kind of a different style trigger here. So let's see what the situation is. No smoke either, though. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna plug it back in. See if she makes a racket. Ready? What?
Are we gonna take it apart after this?
Oh, if it doesn't work, darn right we are. All right. Nothing.
Yay!
Clicky, clicky. No go. Okay, let's go from there. Okay, so we've unplugged her. Before we take it apart, we'll just have a quick look at this this beast, King Canada. You know, not the highest quality piece of equipment here. The stop, you notice she's that kind of good, strong plastic. You know, you give her a little of adjustment here, and you know, plus or minus a few degrees, nothing to worry about. Strong plastic, self-centering. These things. Oh, Bernie. Not looking so good in there. Real quick, look at those brushes so get her to focus. She's nice and black in there. Can there you go. You can see she got hot. Keep pumping those electrons through and get hot and cook it. So, well, look at that. Spare no expense. Put a friggin' washer on there. Okay, so we took out a couple of screws, took off the shielding here. There's a lock you gotta depress, stops the sucker from turning. If you haven't figured that part out, this is the bitey end. Stay away. Just get that retainer off there. Things being a pain. There we go. Alright.
I have to make it in the corners because
The original King Canada blade.
looks like it's wearing off.
It hasn't been used that much, or they've been using a different blade on it. Still lots of bite left on those teeth. Obviously not used for sawing down any, you know, people they want to dispose of.
Dad,
Well, you never know.
I guess maybe.
Okay. So, the question is why doesn't that sucker want to come out all down here?
I just want to smash it.
Let's see. Yeah, there should be a bearing in behind there, but we have to. The case doesn't separate out because it's geared. And there's a gear in there, spacer. Grabber.
There's those two.
Bearing. Alright. Okay, bring that over here, girly. Okay, try turn it off and have a look. But so here's the motor. These bearings, I don't know, these bearings, they're just barely pressure fit in there. You know, they're pressed on there, but when it comes down to it, you know, sometimes these things can start wobbling in the case here and just wreak all sorts of havoc. This one here, I mean, you can see it's had a little bit of spin. Not really what you want. You want the bearing to spin. You don't want the bearing to spin in its case, in its sleeve there. So, all right. So we'll see. Test a few things here. That switch though. That switch, she's kind of suspect. I'll see what happens here. Okay, so with a little bit of pulling and tugging, we got the motor out here. You know, interesting, the blind journal thing that this thing sits in. It's got this rubber washer kind of around it, I guess for vibrations and whatnot. But you know, really, it sure makes for a good tight fit. That rubber. Boy, this thing, she's sure burnt. Alright, so we're just going to start by cleaning this up. Just a little bit of Scotch-Brite there. You don't want to go too aggressive on this thing. It's, you know, machined nice and round. Too much, it just won't work there. So, see, nice and good. Get that copper back for good contact on there. So, set up the doohickey here. Just make sure, you know, there's still some current flowing through here, that it isn't totally poached. Okay, so the next little bit of magic here, we'll just test each one of these wires. Make sure we got a loop. They are connecting the whole way through. So that should be, and that's good. What do we got here? Got this one. They're white. There we go, those are black. And white is good. So now I want to figure out, oh well, the switch is working here. So the dawn wire. Just coming around. Should just be a simple on or off. Imagine there's anything in between. On and off. That's good. Let's try this one with the switch. We need 3 hands or a good buddy. Oh yeah, look at that. Nothing. I think that should run us through. Alright, so taking the screws out of this thing just to have a look. You know, interesting switch here. It's got all the numbers written on it. It even tells you open and closed. So, I don't know. We got no clicky here. I figured it would have been. Oh, look at that. Now she's got some clicky. Oh, I bet you that works. One of those things, get it to this point and just gonna start working again. Okay, let's have another quick look here. The voltmeter. Put this thing back together. Let's see. Got some continuity. Oh, look, we got some clicky. Oh, why are you not happy? Get that on the right setting. Oh. Close. Open. Okay, so I was trying to prep this little switch here to open it up and show you guys what it's going to look like on the inside. And sure enough, I get it close and the fucker flies apart all over the floor. So we got all the pieces, and then we got to figure out the magic, how it, don't need that, how it went together. So anyways, why wasn't the clicky working very well? I can get this sucker to focus. Focus. You can see she got hot. I don't know what they were cutting. She got hot and it went back through the switch. So, you know, as skookum of switches that look like, it was actually running so much current through the damn thing rather than just setting something up that kind of trips it off and on through a separate relay. You get all that juice running straight through that switch. And,
jeez, look at all that black dust
I
on there.
know, heating up all these little parts here. And get that to focus better. Anyways, crazy. Crazy. You know, it wouldn't take a guy's life tampering with this thing to kill him. Just about darn near kill him all on his own. Okay, well, I'm going to clean this up here a little bit. Put it back together, and you know, and then get it back on Kijiji for some other poor sod to use for 5 minutes. Overload it and zap himself here. So, all right. So I mentioned earlier that this thing went flying out. Yeah, there's a couple little springs in there. Watch them, because you lose one of those, you're screwed. I just spent 10 minutes looking for one on the floor. Good thing I still got them young eyes, able to see them for all you old codgers out there. Good luck. Just may as well hardwire it in. That way every time you plug it in, it's on. So lend it out to your buddy that way. Anyways. Well, there you have it. Through some magical sorcery, I got this thing back together. And clicky. So, cleaned up the contacts. Figured out the magic of the rocker switch there. So now it's just a matter of hopefully snapping her back together and a resell for all you fine gentlemen on Kijiji. Have your fun with it and maybe use it and then break it, post it for free, and I'll fix it again. Alright, so before the brushes go back in, I'll just give them a quick going over, get rid of that shine. Alright, so we got our back together here. We've moved anything away that would be of value. After all, these are fairly self-clearing clearancing devices, so you get something in the way, it's not going to work. So let's give it a whirl. Look at that. So she works good. It's not one of them fancy models that's gonna automatically stop. You have to wait for this thing. I guess that's why it's got such a big old guard on it. I don't want to get your fingers in the way there, but anyways, there should be. So it's all done, it's all good. So I guess if you happen to find a King Canada 10-inch sliding compound miter saw with laser guide system on Kijiji, you know where it came from. It was upcycled from King Crow, the Kijiji master, and rebuilt by me. So there we go. Managed to keep all my fingers, didn't lose any parts, got her all back together. Yeah. Somebody else's loss is about to be somebody else's gain.